This is 15. So he's talking about, okay, the gopis, these sadhnas to the gopis, they had lust for Krishna. But there's so many kinds of people, as I mentioned, Shishupal, I told you before, in the 7th canto, out of envy, and I told you in the 10th canto, out of fear, Kamsa approached. Did you forget? All these type of bhavs, they attain perfection, tanmayatam, according to their desire, because they focused it on Krishna. So seeing that this is the basic thread of the discussion, Prabhupada decides to give his commentary on this verse of preaching, where Shukadeva Goswami is preaching about positive and negative emotions, or bhavas, directed towards Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Hari, and how they give the supreme perfect result of yanti tanmayatam haro. One goes to Krishna, one attains and achieves Krishna by full absorption, tanmayatam, in any one of these emotions, which are intense. These are very intense and powerful emotions. Fear, the grip of fear, lust, anger, parental affection, friendly affection, intimate love. Now Prabhupada, he steps aside, he decides to discuss not the adi bodhika parts of the verse, which is what's being discussed here, the elements of this story and what's the verse and this preaching. He decides to talk about how it applies to the reader. And Prabhupada's whole tika on this verse, it's amazing. I'm trying to understand the thinking of Prabhupada, and I can see the takeoff point was, this is preaching. These are verses this is preaching. A theological discourse. Theos, God. It's a lecture about God. It's a college lecture about God. About how God can be approached by different emotions. One can approach the divine and become absorbed in the divine by different emotions, which are part and parcel of our human experience. Those emotions which are very human, fear, anger, and lust, and friendship, when they are directed and focused on God, then we become godly. We achieve God. We go to heaven, the spiritual world. And let's listen to Prabhupada's purport. It's quite amazing.